Can you hear how loud my neighbor walks? I don't know. But hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. It's Shar. It is lovely to see you again. I am here with a vlog. As many of you know, I moved to Florida and I've been in Florida for a little bit over a month now, and I was vlogging throughout the month of July, just kind of showing you bits of my life as I settle in. I was also actively doing a mid-year reset, setting some goals, visions, intentions. So you'll see a little bit of that throughout this video, but I wanted to come in and intro it because I realized I never actually did that. I just picked up the camera here and there throughout the month. So in this video, I'll be doing some of the lifestyle bits, but I'll also be reading 2 books. I will be reading Truly, Madly, Deeply by Alexandria Bellflower, and I will also be reading The Partner Plot by Christina Forrest, 2 new releases that I have been really looking forward to, so you can look forward to hearing my full thoughts and opinions. And I'm going to jump you to the beginning of July, where I am settling into my new apartment. Hi besties, we are in my car. I'm going to Michael's for no goddamn reason, so I should not be spending money, but we're gonna do it anyway. Let's hang out this Saturday. I know you can hear the AC, and also, wow, I look dehydrated as hell, but let's go shopping. It is definitely way too early for Halloween, but look, they have the Halloween section out. Oh my god, they're gonna get me. They're gonna get me. It's fucking disco pumpkins. They got me. They knew. Like, are you kidding me? It's so fucking cute. Oh my gosh. Like I said, I do not need to be spending money. And I'm definitely not going to decorate for Halloween until late August, early September. But oh my gosh. It's Halloween. I am, in fact, back in my crochet era. I am making a rule for myself, though, so that my house doesn't get full of yarn, that I cannot buy more yarn until I use the yarn that I have. So I currently have something like this, and I'm making either a tote bag or a bucket hat, and then when I'm done with that project, I will allow myself to purchase more yarn so that I can make it tufting. Oh, I really want to get into tufting. I would like to do a class before I do that. So yeah, I'm honestly just browsing as one does on a Saturday. This ankle, you know, is just gorgeous, but I just finished shopping. I spent about $100 at Ross, but to be fair, it's because I started a new job and the dress code is business casual. I don't own business casual clothes, so I've been making do with cardigans. So I just picked up a few pieces that I could just rotate out and make different outfits with. But now we're going to Target. Hello, my loves. It is voice over me. Because this is my mid-year reset, I did this throughout the month of July. What I'm doing right now is just journaling. And what I'm journaling on is the intentions that I set myself for the first half of the year, taking the time to celebrate what I've accomplished, acknowledging how I feel in that moment, and then setting the intention for what I want to do the rest of the year. Something that I'm focusing on is more of my personal actions and less of my goals. Of course, I have my mid-year goals and the goals that I want to accomplish before the new year, but the main thing I'm focusing on is the action steps. What system am I going to use to get there, and focusing on that. So one of my big intentions for the rest of the year is just sticking to routine, creating healthy routines that really work for me. And for me, that is a morning routine and a night routine that's working really well. But that's what I was doing out here. I was journaling. My reset also included things like budgeting, creating a vision board, which you'll see a little bit later. But let me get you back to the video. I'm not even sure that you can hear how hard it's raining right now, but it is absolutely pouring, which I figured is the perfect time for an update. First of all, I know I'm backlit. The lighting here is shit, but listen, the background is much prettier than the other background behind me. So I wanted to update you that I am reading Truly, Madly, Deeply by Alexandria Bellflower. And the podcast element is not as prevalent as I thought it was going to be, but I am really enjoying this. However, I was shocked yesterday to realize that I only have an hour and a half left of the audiobook, because to me, it feels like the story just got started. Admittedly here, I listened to this on my commute to and from work, so it could just be the fact that maybe I'm distracted since I'm driving again for the first time in several years. I'm really enjoying this though. It's steamy. And let me tell you, yesterday I was in traffic just driving home and I'm listening to it and I'm like, they're about to fuck. Like, I know they're about to fuck. And they do. And our hero, Colin, he's like, let me die doing the thing that I love the most, eating pussy. And then he promptly proved how much he loves eating pussy. I'm gonna just tell you that. There's also this whole subplot of Truly doing this thing with her parents that she really should not be doing with her parents, which sounds weird, but let me just assure you, it's that she's meddling in the relationship and she really should not be doing that, but she can't see that because she's so desperately relying on their relationship to work, where I'm just like, girl, that's gonna blow up in your face. It's going to blow up in your face really intensely. And I'm not sure that I love that subplot, but if you're a banter girly, the banter between Truly and Colin is just so good. I love that so much. It's feeling like a 4-star, but we'll see what the final hour and a half of this book has for me. By the way, if you hear beeping in the background, it's the microwave because I put food in there and then did not take it out. Other book that I started was How You Get the Girl by Anita Kelly. This is a sapphic sports romance. This woman here is a high school basketball coach and she has a new player who is the foster daughter of this woman here, and she agrees to be like her assistant coach because she was a former WNBA superstar, and I like it. I do. It's just I'm having a hard time distinguishing between the characters. It is alternating POVs, which I do tend to prefer when it comes to my romances. However, their voices don't feel super distinct, and I find that it takes me a couple of pages to really catch on to who I'm reading about. I believe their names are at the top of each chapter, but they sound very, very similar in their own internal dialogues. So I'm hoping that we get more distinction between the characters later on. In addition, it feels a touch overwritten, like not intensely. I'm only, I think, about 60 pages of the way in, so it's really too early for me to have any significant impressions. But my initial impressions is that the writing is a lot more, I don't know how to say this, like more lyrical than perhaps I was anticipating it to be, which is fine. It's just me setting my expectations to what the book actually is. With that said, I'm going to continue to enjoy this storm. Maybe I'll read, but I'll be honest with you and say that I very much have been in a coloring mood. So whenever I have an update for you is when you're going to see me. The ideal view, but hello, I am at Ross. I have errands to run, so I would take you with me, but I'm more like giving you the life update. What do I get up to? Returning stuff to the store. You can probably hear that you're going to turn the background, but I'm officially done at Target, and I have to tell you something that happened. I foolishly got more than I thought that I would, which is what always happens when someone goes to Target. But anyway, I was getting like lotion and soap and stuff, and I needed nail polish because I don't have any nail polish in my new apartment. I didn't bring that with me when I came from New York. So I had my hands full, and the nail polish is obviously small, so it's like falling out of my hand, and I'm going to get a cart, but it's falling. So I just shove it in my pocket so I can get the cart and then pay for it. I get out the Target store. I'm literally halfway to my car, and I realized that the weight that I felt in my pockets, I thought it was my keys. It was a nail polish. I had accidentally stolen nail polish from Target. I just put all the stuff in my car, and then I went back to Target with the nail polish to pay for it. So rest assured, I did not steal from Target, but I almost stole from Target because I completely forgot that I had the nail polish in my pocket. Okay, my apartment complex is having a pool party with free food, which is really fantastic. It's just getting started, so I'm hanging out here by the pool and reading the partner plot. I would show you, but number one, safety, and number two, I live in a apartment complex with a lot of families, so there's a lot of really young kids around, so I'm not going to show you, but this is what I'm doing. I am lounging. I'm going to start the partner plot because I'm going to hopefully return this to the library in the next couple of days, so I'll see you with my update. Hello, my loves. I know it's dark. I can't help that. It's a cloudy day. I mean, I could turn on the lights, but the lighting would be yellow. Whatever. It's the next day. I showed you a little bit of my workout this morning, literally like the tiniest bit, but I am back in the routine of working out 4 times a week, which is great. That's something that I really wanted to focus on. And I'm so glad because today I actually woke up at 5:45 a.m. Ideally, I'd like to wake up between 5 and 6 a.m. Yesterday, I woke up at 7 a.m. and my whole day was thrown off. Not because I specifically woke up at 7 a.m., but because I go to bed at 8:30. So waking up at 7 a.m. means that I had an excessive amount of sleep. And the more sleep I get, the more tired I am. So anything beyond 9 hours, I'm just like completely and utterly exhausted. I don't know why that is, but it's just true for me. So I spent the whole day exhausted and with a headache, and I felt like my whole day was thrown off. But today I woke up right on time. I did my workout, which was so fun. It's only not even 11:30 in the morning, and I have already finished everything that I needed to do outside of my house today, including throwing out the trash. So that means the rest of the day is mine. I do need to deep clean. I put that in quotation marks specifically because my house isn't dirty. So when I say deep clean, I really just mean I need to wipe down the stove, which I do every day. I need to wipe down the fridge. I need to vacuum, and I need to mop. And that's it. That is the extent of what's happening today. But I wanted to update you on the partner plots, which I was reading at the pool party yesterday. I am about 50 pages in. Oh, I totally just took off the bookmark. I don't know. I'm about 50 pages in, and we're in like the Vegas scene. And when I tell you, I am so into this. I love the relationship these characters had when they were teenagers and how much it feels like a relationship between teenagers, but now they're adults and they haven't seen each other in years and they're about to run into each other again. And I don't know why I didn't realize this, but this is part of it's a book that I read last year, which I'm forgetting the name of, but the cover is here. It's this one. And this is actually following her sister, which we saw a little bit of in that book. And I didn't realize that at all. So we're with the same cast of characters. Our main female character, she is a fashion stylist and he is a basketball coach, and they have history and they're going to get married in Vegas, and it's a marriage of convenient fake marriage to benefit their own lives. And I'm really loving it, which I'm so happy to hear about. I'm worried a little bit because I know I saw Gabby read this from Gabby Reads, and she also, I think, had the experience of like really enjoying the beginning, and then the further along the story went, the less interested she was in it. But Gabby and I don't always align when it comes to our reading tastes, so I'm hoping this is going to work for me because so far I am absolutely loving it. That's it, besties. I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna do nothing, and I'm gonna see you with the update. I'm realizing that this is not gonna go up on Sunday, which means I'm skipping a Sunday upload. I don't like skipping uploads, but I also don't like making videos just for the sake of making a video. So if y'all ever have any ideas of videos you just wanna see on my channel, please do let me know. I will do them so long as I feel comfortable doing them. But that said, besties, I'm gonna hang out, I'm gonna goof off, I'm gonna do nothing because I've already had my productive morning, and I'll see you with my next reading update. All right, besties. It turns out I did have an idea for a video and I managed to film that this morning. It's 2:30 p.m. I just spent like an hour on the phone with my niece, which is so nice. My niece, I just always love talking to her, and I'm editing the video that went up on Sunday. You should be seeing this either on Wednesday or the following Sunday, but I wanted to update you because this is like a cozy vlog and what I genuinely do in my life. And of course, as someone who posts content on the internet, I also spend time filming and editing. So let's do some editing together. IRL, I'm listening to Animal Crossing music as I do this. In this video, I can't exactly put Animal Crossing music in it. So enjoy this selection of music I picked out from Epidemic Sound. Good morning, my loves. Welcome to my bathroom. I am on the way to the library because I want to return some books and pick up one more book, not a ton, because you all know I have a bad habit of picking up a ton. But I want to tell you, I was literally here just brushing my hair back, putting some gel on it because I'm going to be out for just a few minutes. I was about to leave my house and then I thought, what am I wearing? These are my pajamas. Yeah. Because my sweater is so oversized, I completely forgot that I was wearing pajama shorts. So let me go put on some real pants and then go to the library. Okay, besties, I'm at the library. It's time for me to return these books. I will not show you inside of my library, but I just want to note that it smells like freshly cut grass, and that smells absolutely delicious. And also, I need to drink some more water because god damn it, am I dehydrated right now. All right, and that's the library trip done. I only picked up one book, and that's The Husbands. And this is the story of the woman who has like a million husbands who come out of the attic. Like every time one goes up, a new one comes down. And I've heard things about this. I've been very curious. I'm going to give it a go. But for now, I'm going to head home and finish listening to Truly Madly Deeply. And let me just tell you, my facial expressions as I'm driving listening to these final few chapters is just like, because they be fucking, okay? That's what's happening. They be fucking. Hello. I did go to the library earlier, as you all saw, and I finished Truly Madly Deeply while I was on the road. But before I talk to you about all of that, I just want to say today has been a really shitty day emotionally, just because it started off very, very rough. I just feel like the day was chaotic because I woke up this morning at 5:30 a.m. as your girl does, because I'm trying to stick to my morning routine, and I went to the gym and I just didn't have any energy. I like immediately had a headache, and the day from there just went it was like the universe said, you know what, girl, I heard that you're trying to work on your energy and you want to make sure that you can stay aligned and positive regardless of what is happening around you. So how about some stress? Let's see you handle it. And you know what? I did fucking handle it. I did handle it. I chose to focus on self-care, which is why my coloring is out, why I just finished a 20-minute meditation, and why I am in my Christmas pajamas. These are my comfort pajamas. So I did that. And I also want to say that as I'm recording this, I just hit 1,000 subscribers, which is such a huge milestone. It's one of the things that you have to complete in order to get monetization on your channel. You need to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours at the time of me posting that. I do not have 4,000 watch hours, but hitting 1,000 subscribers is something that I'm just so excited about, and I want to thank each and every single one of you who watches my videos, who leaves the comments, who's taken the time to subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'm just so excited. And if you want to continue to support me, you know what you can do, besties? Play my videos in the background. Just have that shit on loop, because I'm trying to get to 4,000 watch hours just so that YouTube can recognize me as a content creator and say, you know what? Yes, you have been making content for 2 years now. I think 2 years. I'm very excited. Thank you so much. What I'm doing now is making a collage, because one of my goals for the year is just more creative expression and doing my journal. And I want my journal to be completely filled up, because I do tend to pick up hobbies and then drop them and then come back to them. But my goal is to finish this journal. So I am doing a mid-year resets layout. I already did one side of it, which is like my goals. I'm gonna just block some of those goals because you don't need to read it, but like, there you go. Me doodling and stuff and doing the layouts, and the other half is the collage. And while I'm cutting out these pictures, let me tell you about Truly Madly Deeply. And I tell you, the final chapters of this story was literally them having sex. I already told you this man loves eating pussy, and you know what? He do. And in the final chapters, they finally have sex. Penetrative sex. The time that they've been having sex before has just been him pleasuring her, because he really gets off on making her come, because he's a fictional man. I'm kidding. There are real life men who are like that. It's his kink, okay? He's super into it. It makes him, you know what? You get the point. You understand the point. So I'm driving. I'm going to the library. I'm on the highway, and I just can imagine all the drivers, like, who can see me going like just making all of the facial expressions as I drive. You know those girlies who are like, I can read smut with a straight face? Not I, besties. I have a very expressive face, and you will know exactly what I'm doing, because my face will tell you and my reactions will tell you. But it's also like part of the fun for reading for me. If I was in a different mood, if you pick up my drift here. I perhaps would have enjoyed that more, but again, I'm rooting for them. I was very happy for them to be together. Then we got to the final, literally 10 minutes of the story. And do you know what Alexandria Bellefleur tried to do? Put in a third act breakup. I'm like, bitch, no, there is 10 minutes left of the audiobook. I was in the drive-thru of McDonald's listening to this.
One poo, two poo, red poo, blue. I cast a dookie spell on you. With limerick and tale and riddle and rhyme, I'll make sure you have a poopy time.
There's 10 minutes left. What do you mean you can't do this and you're trying to break up with him? It was just so crazy. But why I found that particularly frustrating is because she had already done this. Truly had already tried to dump this man earlier in the story when she was upset. And he said, I think the fuck not. And then she got upset again and tried to dump him. And I'm like, I get that it's supposed to be like a character growth moment for her, but I couldn't help but think, what if I was in a relationship with someone and I really loved them and I wanted to support them, but every time they got upset, they tried to break up with me? How would I start to feel about myself and how they value me in that relationship? If the first thing on the chopping block whenever their life gets difficult or their emotions are too high is me, do you actually love me? And I get it's more complicated than that, but I was just like pissed off at her. And there's a clip of me in my August wrap up where I was like, I don't know what could have happened in the last few minutes of the story that could possibly ruin it. Please don't be a jinx. What could happen in the last few minutes that could possibly ruin it? To be fair, this didn't ruin it. I was just like, girl, I need you to go to therapy. Like, for real. I get that you think your parents' relationship was perfect, but it sounds like they have their own issues. The fact that they never argued is not the flex that you think it is. Disagreements are natural. The fact that they never have any confrontation at all tells me that there might have been a lack of communication in their relationship. However, whom am I to judge? Whom am I to judge these fictional characters? With that said, besties, I did really love the banter in this. Alexandria Bellefleur is such a talented author, and I absolutely love the way that she has written this story. I wish I had more of the podcast element, and I really wanted to hear the podcast beyond the 1.5 episodes we get to listen to. And while I really did enjoy this book, and I'm giving it 4 stars, I must question what really happened in this story. What was the plot? Like, the plot is them falling in love, and it's a romance, and I love romance. I'm like, whatever, that's cool, that's fine. If the plot is them falling in love, then the plot is them falling in love. But when I really think about it and I reflect on the story, what happened? Like, what really happened? Outside of the premise of her whole parents and the situation that was going on. But still, good times. Glad I liked this book, and we're going to move on to me continuing with the partner plot, which I've gotten to the point in that story now where they have gotten married in Vegas. And something has been revealed to me about what happened that night in Vegas, and I'm like, they're so cute together, and I want them to work out so badly. I think that they definitely have some communication blocks up because she's holding on to a lot of resentment, and he has not fully told her the situation of what happened, and I think they really need to work through that. But I have the feeling that's not going to happen until like 3/4 of the book, because we need them to come together authentically and like be in a real relationship, and they're not going to do that if they resolve that right away. So they're gonna fake date and dance around each other, because we all know how the fake dating, marriage of convenience trope goes, and the second chance romance bit goes. The resolution to the conflict and communication is not going to happen till 3/4 of the way through. However, if Christina Forrest, is that who wrote this? I think that's who wrote this, doesn't do that and instead goes a completely different direction with this story, I am going to be so happy. But I'm already so happy, because convincing me that 2 people who were high school sweethearts are soulmates and still thinking about each other is an incredibly difficult thing to do, but she did it. She did it, and she did it in like 30 pages, because from that point on, I was rooting for these people. When they met up, I was like, yes, let's get to the second chance romance. And me, Miss You're My Ex for a Reason, rooting for a second chance romance, you know it's good. I'll be finished making my collage. I'll show you a little preview of the pictures. I get all of my pictures on Pinterest. Usually I do a digital vision board, but this is not a vision board necessarily. It's just part of a mid-year reset. And look, yes, that is Miss Megan Thee Stallion. And in case you're wondering, it's a meme. It says me as Megan, and then the wine glass she's holding says my peace of mind. So that's what I'm working on. I will time lapse it because apparently I love a time lapse in this video, and I'll show you the finished product.
I need to step back. Constantly online, causing me setbacks too. Every day see so many people doing the things you do, and they're doing it better too. Whoa, whoa. It's like, why should I even try when there's always some other guy who's way ahead?
Should I be reading? Yes, but I am just having creative time. I'm setting some goals for my YouTube channel, and these are not like 1-year vision goals necessarily. I don't have a timeline for them. It's just long term. This is what I would want. So what I'm doing is creating a vision board in my journal. But I want to just let you in a little bit on this and my day. I went to a no stress book club this morning, which was so much fun. Everyone was literally so sweet, and I can't wait to go back. But I want to show you like what I'm doing right now. I won't time lapse it just because I have way too much B-roll for this vlog, and then I will get into reading. I just finished like vacuuming and mopping my floor. You can hear in the background that I'm running the dryer because I'm about to finish my laundry for the day, and that will be it. And yes, I'm in my pajamas. Listen, yes, I wear these pajamas a lot, but I have a washing machine. I do in fact wash these also fairly often, which is why they're ripping at the bottom. But anyway, besties, I've just finished all of that. This is like my creative task for the day, and then I'm gonna get back into the partner plot, which I am still really loving, but here's a little preview of what this looks like for me. Ooh, side note, I also just saw the Amazon driver pull up, so I know my package is about to get delivered. But I do listen to these affirmations while I do these kind of tasks. Not always, let's not get it twisted, but whenever I feel like I just need a little bit of a boost, or maybe my mindset is getting off track, I try to listen to this just to interrupt those thought patterns. And then this is the one I'm working on. You're already familiar with the pictures above. This is like my rest of the year plan, and then these are upcoming brand deals, companies that I would like to work with in the future, but who knows who they would still be around. I too am influenced, and most of those companies and like products are things that I use myself and I really love, and so would love the chance to have a brand deal with. Again, that's why I say it's not anytime soon. I literally just hit 1,000 subscribers, so I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, but long term, setting that vision for myself. So I'm going to finish that up, and then I'll tell you what I thought of the partner plot because I'm almost to the 50% mark. I'm hopeful that I can finish this today. It is Saturday, and you should be seeing this vlog tomorrow on Sunday. So we'll see if I can do it. But this is not necessarily a reading vlog. This is a read with me over the span of a couple of weeks in my life. So let's get into it. My loves, it is about 7 a.m. Listen, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, as you all know. So I just finished my morning routine, hence why I am dressed. And I want to give you the update on the partner plot by Christina Forrest. I'm still really enjoying this. I think that the characters together are so cute, but I want them to have more meaningful interactions. They're living together at this point, obviously because they're married and they're trying to convince the town that, you know, this is a real marriage and definitely not just something they did in Vegas. However, the interactions are so cute, and whenever they interact, I love them together. But there's no deep conversations that they're having. They're still tiptoeing around each other, but we can see that the chemistry between them is building up again. And we've had their first argument, but I'm on page 208, which is a little bit over 50% of the story. I'm expecting more to have happened between them, and that's because I am an insta love girly. Okay, I don't love slow burn. Get them together. I want them to be together. I want them to be happy and in love. And while there certainly still is love there, we haven't seen that explored in the ways that I want them to. With that said, I am going to continue reading this, and obviously I am going to finish it, but I'm here with the very sad news that I'm not going to finish it in this video. And that's because I don't feel like reading right now. I don't. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and I really want this vlog to go up today because I've been working on it throughout the month of July, and it was always my intention for this to be a Sunday vlog. So I'm not going to finish that in this video. And I also just want to take this moment to talk about one of the goals that I set for myself in my reading. And that was to not force myself to finish books for the sake of finishing books. And not to say that I was doing that a lot before, but I think that if I was doing a themed vlog and I had a TBR for that vlog, obviously I wanted to make every possible effort to finish that book in that vlog. But as my vlogs have become a little bit more just like come through my day with me, here's what I'm reading, let's read like we're at a sleepover together, and I'm just going to give you updates on what I'm reading, I started to feel this pressure to finish the book and to finish it faster than what I would normally finish. I will admit that this has been a much slower reading month for me because it usually doesn't take me 2+ weeks to finish this kind of book, but I've just been focusing on some of my other hobbies. I really use my hobbies to find like replenishment and like creative expression and just peace of mind. And because my life was in flux for the past couple of weeks and I am now just starting to settle in, I've looked at some of my other hobbies. I've been coloring, I've been working on my life journal, I've been playing video games, and I just want to remind myself that that's okay. I love reading. I have been reading throughout this. I've also been reading a couple of other books in the background, but I'm not going to finish The Partner Plot today because I feel like it would do it just a disservice, because I would be frantically trying to finish the book instead of really taking my time to enjoy the story and to be with this couple. So I hope that you understand, but thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I really appreciate you being here as we start to get the first little glimpses of morning sunshine. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!